Hi, today I'm going to discuss about Raspberry Pi 2. Basically, Raspberry Pi is a single board small system, full fledged system, so that we can use it for numerous purposes. The basic fundamental use is for learning purpose, that we can have great experience with the hardware, with the software, and and the other part is we can use it for some small applications or some medium applications, but not more compute intensive applications. So they released Raspberry Pi 2 in end of January. So what is the impression about Raspberry Pi 2 is the specification says all the improvements and all those things, but what exactly that improvement technically I wanted to discuss with you. So as you can see in this picture, this is Raspberry Pi 2, and you can see GPIO ports, you can see USB, you can see network adapter and all the things. The bigger square is CPU, the new CPU, and we'll go to the specification part first. Hardware wise, it is quite a bit improvement. There are three major changes. First of all, in the processor line, the processor version is changed ARM 11 to ARM Cortex A7. So that change is quite significant because of the software portability and usage. That means a lot of operating systems or Android systems and a lot of mobiles are using ARM Cortex A7, so that won't be much difficult to port applications on the Raspberry Pi. So that is the basic fundamental advantage for this Raspberry Pi. The second part is the number of cores increased. There is only one core in the ARM 11, that Raspberry Pi B plus, and you can see that 900 megahertz quad core ARM Cortex A7. So this 900 megahertz quad core means we can overclock also, as in the Raspberry Pi earlier version also we can overclock to till I think 1050 megahertz. So similar case we can do it here also. The chipset is SoC is basically all the system on one chip. That means it's RAM, USB, all the interfaces, GPIO, processor, everything on one system. So it manufactured by Broadcom, and GPU is Video Core 4. The GPU is same, but that improvement is indirect way. We can say that the memory is 512 MB RAM and was 512 MB RAM, but now it is increased to 1 GB. So we can give extra memory to the GPU for graphics intensive applications such as anything. Playing a video with 1080 is, you need to have some RAM there, and processing is also there. So there is slight improvement in that area also. The major three improvements we see in that: the version change of the core is changed, single core to quad core transition, and the two times increase in the memory. Everything else is quite similar. Now it is 700 milliampere, 3.5 watt. So power consumption wise, it is giving you more performance, but not hitting you back in the power consumption. So it is 4 watt. It is 3.5 watt to 4 watt. So it is very marginal thing. And the USB port, there is a mistake here. Both the Raspberry Pi B Plus and Raspberry Pi 2 have four USB interfaces. I used, I think, previous version Raspberry Pi. I have that for a Raspberry Pi. So that was having 256 MB RAM, and that was having it is 2012 version. It is the first version of Raspberry Pi. This is B plus is second version, you can say, and this B Raspberry Pi 2 is third on that platform, we can say. Okay, so these are the quite comparison, and the price is same, so no problem there. Now we'll talk about improvements. What are the improvements there? Basically, the big improvement regarding architecture. The processor will be smaller, faster, and compatible. You can see the Snapdragon 400 Moto G second generation. The same core is used here. The core is same, the manufacturer is different. In ARM scenario, what is there? ARM will license their core to some manufacturers, and then they will use that core and make their processor. So core is same, so the instructions are same. So instructions are same, that means the portability is there. So it is like Intel x86 thing. So if you have x86, any x86 you have, from Pentium to let's say Core i7 or Core i5 or something, so no exact problem is there. You can run same operating system on the Pentium 4 also, and we can run on the i7 also. The architecture is same, the processing is different, cores are different, cores is same but processing is different, power is improved, energy consumption and all those things, some optimizations are there, but the instruction set is same, or you can say similar. We can add extra instruction, we cannot remove some instruction if you want to have a portability, this thing. So that is case. So I think a fair chance of Android running on, that means full-fledged Android will run on Raspberry Pi 2. There should be some project or something like going on, and I think because ARM Cortex A7 is same as lot of application processor. It is similar to A7, A6 also, A6, A5 from Apple, and that means it is next gen, or we can say it is present generation system. It's not like ARM11, which is older version, ARM v6. It was launched in 2002, and this was launched in Cortex A7 launched in, I think, 2011. I think 2011. Yeah. So number of cores, I suggested that parallel computing will be more. You can run many applications without a lag and all those things. RAM, good RAM, amount of RAM for this price is 1 GB RAM they are giving. Ubuntu core, and this surprising factor, this improvement is not improvement, it is a extra package, we can say, that they can Ubuntu core is there, but Windows 10 also suggested that they released some web letter or something like that. So they said that we will support Raspberry Pi for Windows 10 Embedded Edition. So that is a good move by Windows to get into this type of markets, because monopoly is of Linux only. If you are not going to support them, they will use Linux. But for the layman user, for the normal user, Windows 10 is lot simpler than Linux. If you are going to school kids and all those things, so they can use that operating system also, and layman user can use that thing. So that is like advantage for both the sides. OS support is Raspbian, Ubuntu Snappy Core, Arch Linux, RISC OS, Fedora. This is some sort of a ex. I think I missed OpenLX. So this is now it is called as Kodi. You can say it is XBMC, that Media Center operating systems. So that is quite a thing. And benchmarking, um, I given a link here. Uh, you can find it on the uh, screen, that the some blog is there. So he is actually doing the in-depth benchmarking of the Raspberry Pi 2. So that is giving you around 6 times of improvement in lot of benchmarks. IO is there, memory is there, CPU is there. So lot of benchmarking is there. So that is giving lot of improvements. So that is a good thing for Raspberry Pi users, because I know I used Raspberry Pi, the first version. I have that version in 256 MB RAM. So that will run 1080p video flawlessly. Sometimes some lag is there because of the limitations, but now I don't think there will be any lag, because the mobiles are using same core. So my Moto G, I'm recording this session on my Moto G, and that is having this type of core. So I don't think there will be a problem in that scenario. I need to see. I ordered Raspberry Pi 2, but it is out of stock now, so I'm waiting for it, eagerly waiting, we can say. And then fun with Pi, it is like you can add yours application also. I have done NFS server. I have created XBMC thing. XBMC is very simple. You just load that operating system and you are done. So a VPN client you can add. There are lots of possibilities with this case, and this is a great thing to have here to that type of agility inside one box, and we can develop anything. You have GPIO ports. So I forgot about GPIO ports. GPIO is also very important parts for sensors and for home automation and lot of things. So you can see that thing also. So that's it. We'll